Number 15 on review 2 for Lucerna's Unit 2 review. The triangles below can be shown to be congruent because a rigid transformation can map the left-hand triangle onto the right-hand triangle. And with a rigid transformation, remember that you're dealing with translations, reflections, or rotations. Part A says, which transformation would accomplish this mapping? This triangle onto this one, notice they're both standing up, they both have that base on the bottom, they're facing the same way. It's not a reflection, it's not flipping over a line, it's not rotating. This one is a translation. The translation is your slide where it's going to the right and down to get onto that one. Part B, label the two triangles so that they satisfy the SAS congruence theorem. So here with the labeling, you can do one of a couple things. You can either use numbers to show degree measurements or side length measurements, or you can use the congruency marks. Now, I'm going to use the congruency marks because that's a little more common in some of the multiple choice problems. So for the first S, I'm going to choose one pair of sides. And it doesn't matter which pair of sides I go with. Let's say we go with the two bases. So let's say this is equal to this. So there is the first S, the first pair of sides. Now the A means I have to go with an angle next. Now I could go clockwise and mark this angle, or I could go counterclockwise and mark this angle. As long as I don't mark this one. Since I started here, I have to mark one of these two angles next to that side I marked. So let's go counterclockwise. I'm going to mark this angle. That would be an angle, which means I have to mark the same one down here. So there's my pair of congruent angles from the A. The last thing I need to mark is another pair of sides. And since, again, I went this direction, I have to keep going this direction. So what I've got to do is, after this angle, I have to mark the next side, which is right there. There it is marked for SAS. Now, that's not the only way you could have done it. Again, you could have started anywhere. Let's say if I do it again, I could have started here and here. Side, angle, side. That also would have worked for SAS. So there's a lot of different markings and ways you could have done that. That's just two examples for a correct answer.